So I would say, let's see. Um, the first one that comes to mind is don't try to go and be the hero. Be someone that is ingrained with the team, understand the team's goals, and figure out ways to make people like the other, other your teammates lives easier and add value to whatever, the team's mission is. A lot of times I would do things, let's say like go and refactor some piece of code or something like that just because I wanted to. And I thought that it was going to be like, oh yeah, Jordan, I mean, that's amazing. And I mean, people would say that like externally, but ultimately, if you do that too much and it's not even being asked of you, then things like that can end up being almost like a detriment. Because if it's, let's say it's some piece of code that like isn't even touched that much at all, and now it's just an additional thing that your teammate needs to review on top of all your other stuff that you should have been doing, or they, that they should be doing. So overall, try to be someone that is just helping the team move faster and taking, work off of your team's plate rather than adding it on. The second thing would be being visible. So, don't be someone that like is in some sort of silo and thinks that, oh, if I just do my work, then my work is going to speak for itself. That is rarely the case. I would say that a lot of times the misconception is that people think being visible is about bragging, and it's not about that at all. In fact, by doing the things that make you visible in the right way, you are actually adding value to the team because you're giving people updates so that way they can know what's going on and they can know like if something breaks, oh okay, it has to do with this. They can learn from the things that you're sharing, and your manager is able to answer questions about your work if it ever comes up. Sometimes they get asked by other teams or things like that. So there's plenty more reasons as well. The third tip that I would say is have recurring career growth and feedback conversations with your manager outside of your normal one-on-one. A lot of people just set up, their regular scheduled one-on-one, and is just not enough time to talk about the things that you need to talk about from a career growth and feedback perspective, just from a 30-minute one-on-one each week, especially with other updates that you might need to give them or things that you want to talk about, all that stuff. It's better to have a dedicated session for it. And so I recommend scheduling a separate one that's at least 45 minutes, 45 minutes to 1 hour every 4 to 6 weeks. And basically use it as an opportunity to ask what you should continue doing, what you should start doing, and what you should stop doing, or ask for feedback specifically on, things that you might have received feedback on before and you tried to action on, or on specific things that you just already know, like, hey, I would love your thoughts, on this. And that's going to help you by getting that recurring feedback faster than your performance review, every quarter, or even sometimes it's every 2 quarters, right? uh, then you're going to do all the things that you need to make sure that when you do get that quarterly feedback, that it comes in good and you're not surprised by it.